How about our Cleveland Browns? Woo! We got the win in Pittsburgh of all places, 48-37. A playoff victory. It feels so sweet. We've been waiting 26 years to see this again. Man, I was 5 years old the last time the Browns won a playoff game. Man, I lost my voice 5.5 minutes into this game. What a crazy start by the Browns. We were up 28-0 after just turnover after turnover from Pittsburgh, and we were taking advantage, so credit to the team. It wasn't just the turnovers. We had to take advantage of them, besides the one that we recovered in the end zone for a touchdown there just seconds into the game. But then, it got scary. It was 35-10 at the half, and in the second half, Pittsburgh, they got within 12 at one point, and there was still a lot of time left, but we held on for the 48-37 win. I'm just like, I had to make another video. I know, last week it was like, oh yeah, for old time's sake, and now I'm like, hey, I made another Browns Bash video, so might as well do another one for this, because, I've been waiting to see a Browns playoff win for so long, and, it was so hard to not get emotional. I was emotional, but over-emotional. And then I was watching the recap on NFL Network, and Joe Thomas comes on, and he's talking, and, man, my eyes just teared up. I couldn't help it. It was just so, listening to the things he was saying, and, it's just, it's so crazy. The things that the Browns did today are so huge for our franchise, and I really hope that this becomes the new norm for the Browns, where it's just we're used to it's like maybe a season where we go 8-8 and miss the playoffs is a bad year. You know what I mean? And it'd be awesome for this to be the new normal. But even if it's not, this was just such an awesome thing to experience after so many years of misery. Like I said, no playoff wins in 26 years, but we hadn't won a road playoff game since 1969. So it's been a really long time for that. And for it to be in Pittsburgh, a place, and against a quarterback in Ben Roethlisberger, who's had such a great record against us. And in Pittsburgh, we've been so bad the last 50 games. It's not just been under Ben Roethlisberger's watch, but it's just such an awesome game. We put up 48 points, second most points we've ever put up in an NFL playoff game, second only to the NFL championship game in 1954, where we put up 56 points for our second championship, all the way back in 1954. I'm just like, and we had 28 points in the first quarter, which is tied for the most in NFL playoff history. I'm just like, what an explosion there in the first quarter. We got to see Baker Mayfield and Nick Chubb score NFL playoff touchdowns. I love those guys, and I'm just like, oh man, that felt so good. And with everything that went wrong this week, health-wise, with the team, it's like you got to think, what next week, getting some of these people back, who knows what can happen, but the opponent's going to get way tougher in the defending Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs. But I just had to pop on here and just talk about how happy I am. So many years supporting the Browns, so many years watching this team, and just pretty much suffering. It's hard to put it any other way. I enjoy the Browns, we win and it's fun, but for the most part, just season in and season out, just kind of going through quarterbacks and head coaches like crazy, and to finally win a playoff game, it just feels so good. Go Browns, baby. This is time to celebrate, and then it's time to get ready for a big game next week, but whew, what a win.